Welcome back to another FC25 player review. Today's player review is yesterday's Flashback Mason Mount. Now, I do want to start off this video and apologise for the lack of uploads over the past week. I've been upgrading my computer, it's all done now, so realistically there should be no more delays. With that being said, today's review is Mason Mount. The team, as always, it is a 5-2-1-2. It is yet again my main team. To be honest, a lot of the players I've reviewed lately have actually been able to just fit in my main team. But the main player we are looking at is Mason Mount. As you can see, he's 5'11", controlled acceleration type on an architect, 4-star skill moves and a 5-star weak foot. In the 3 matches that I played, he scored 1 goal and got 4 assists. Then his preferred position is centre mid, but he can also play as a cam. Personally, I think he's actually better suited to be a cam. Then his stats, pace is really good, 89 acceleration and 84 sprint speed. For me, with the pace, centre mid or cam, really good. Shooting, very decent. Outside of his penalties, which, to be honest, I'm actually quite surprised, everything's pretty much high 80s. Then his passing, absolutely fantastic. Obviously, I have boosted it with the architect, pretty much maxes everything out. Then his dribbling, also spectacular, 87 reactions and 91 composure. He's also got 85 agility and 84 balance, which is pretty decent for a player like Mount. Defending, it is quite good, but completely irrelevant to this card. And then his physicals, I mean, to be honest, if you actually add those up and divide it by 4, it's actually 83 physicals, but here we are, EA just don't actually know how maths works. So he's got 89 jumping, 92 stamina, 82 strength and 94 aggression with an architect. For me, his physicals actually weren't too bad. Then for playstyles, he's got finesse shot, chip shot, incisive pass plus, long ball pass, intercept, anticipate. I don't really know why he has these 2 playstyles, but here we are. And then technical and finally first touch. Then for roles, as a centre mid, he can be a half winger plus plus, which is just, in my opinion, one of the worst roles. Box to box plus, playmaker plus plus, and then as a cam, he can be a half winger plus plus. Yet again, I really don't understand half winger. It's absolutely shocking in my opinion. People may disagree, but that's why I said in my opinion. Then Shadow Striker Plus, and finally Playmaker Plus Plus. Now, for me, any cam, I like to play them as a Shadow Striker Plus Plus or a Playmaker Plus Plus. With Mount having Playmaker Plus Plus, that is what I went for. And with that being said, let's head into the gameplay. Okay, so into the gameplay for Mount. Starting off with the pros. First of all, I would have to say his pace. Now he's got 89 acceleration and 84 sprint speed. For a cam, I think that's really good. Shooting's very good. He's got 87 finishing, 91 shot power and 89 long shots. If you are playing him as a cam, do take a pot shot. You never know where it's going to end up. His passing is absolutely incredible. Even without the architect, everything is basically in the 90s. His dribbling's also very good, 85 agility and 84 balance, as well as 87 reactions and 91 composure. Defending's okay. His physicals are actually far better than they say. He's 4-star, 5-star. He's got a good roll plus plus. And then onto the cons for this card, it would have to be the fact that he doesn't have a second playstyle plus. Okay, so now that you've seen the gameplay for Mount, would I recommend completing his SBC? And in my opinion, it would have to be a maybe. The reason I say it's a maybe is simply the fact that he doesn't have a second playstyle plus. We're now in Feb, and every other promo is getting 2 playstyle pluses. So for some reason they've decided that this card's only going to have one and then price him at 110k. Now I don't think he's actually too badly priced, because when you look at the card, 4-star, 5-star, controlled acceleration type, now that is with an architect, and the other way to get him controlled is a sniper. Personally, I wouldn't put an engine on him because he will stay as mostly explosive. One of the worst acceleration types in my opinion. And then centre mid or cam, obviously he can play either because his stats are good enough. And then looking at his stats, pace is decent, shooting's very good, passing's incredible, dribbling's very good, defending's decent, and physicals, they are actually a lot better than this game says, especially with the architect taking him up to 82 strength. Overall, otherwise, everything's basically in the 90s. Then for playstyles, this is where for me it just really lacks. He should have had Dead Ball Plus because of the high free kicks as well. Just makes sense, but EA just don't like making sense. If he had Dead Ball Plus as well, I think it makes this SBC at 110k far more valuable than it is currently. Incisive Pass Plus is good. He does have base finesse shot, which is good because if he didn't, then this card definitely wouldn't be worth it. Otherwise, long ball pass is okay. Intercept and anticipate, really strange in my opinion, but here we are. Technical's okay. First touch, I think, is actually slightly underrated. But overall, playstyles are okay. They're definitely not the best. Then for roles, for centre mid, I would have liked to have seen box to box plus plus. To be honest, the way this card plays, I think Playmaker plus plus is actually quite good. And overall, I think 110k is not the worst valued SBC, but it's definitely not the best. I think it's more the fact that he doesn't have two playstyle pluses. If he did, the 110k would be fantastic value, but he doesn't, so it's not as good a value as it should be. If you're looking for a really solid Premier League cam, I do think in that respect he is quite cheap. I think you probably could give this SBC a miss and you wouldn't be missing out on a really spectacular player. Now, obviously, I've completed him for a United past and present. If you didn't complete him, do I think you're missing out on this SBC? Probably not. So I think the only real reasons you'll be completing this is if you're a United fan, a Chelsea fan, or a Mount fan. Otherwise, save your fodder, save your coins, and just skip and wait for the next SBC. That would be my opinion. Thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy it and would like to see more FC25 content, click the video on the left for my latest player review, and on the right is a slightly different video from myself. But for now, I'll see you in the next one.